competition, what's the word? Put that on my mama, 8 in the process. Trying to tippy-toe through the progress. Tongue-tied when the truth is an object. What's the pros and the cons of this next check? Wasn't nobody round, I was independent. In a 97 bomb with the windows tinted. Heard a bomb got in the party. Who the like this in a party? Them up, them up, them up, them up. I was seeing double in the projects, mad at myself, learning to put it to the side. Mama had to cater for the coupe that we rode after school on the way to Popeyes. And wanna play both sides, it's a red dot, don't get on the wrong red eye. It's a headshot, they became woo them guys. Round them, 2 of them guys. I'm Paris, I'm France. I thought that I told you I need the advance. Put down your IG and look through my lens. A million to grandma, who did I offend? The girl of your dreams to me is a fan. I netted 10 million and did a little dance. I'm f***ing world, I my pants. My Uncle G told me that I had a chance. So then I popped out and did it again. And did it again and did it again. I cannot respect them, where did he begin? Advice from the council, let nobody in. Been swearing through rumors, avoiding the trends. And ducking I'm ducking the loony that come with the shows. I'm grateful to man, he opened up doors. They bung on their tour bus to come and compose. I reach to the stars on my tippy toes. This greatest success where most fold. I tell you my past, that don't get old. But how could you ask? Like I don't be writing my raps. The critics got everyone tapped. You gotta relax. The city where nobody sleeps. Just tap in and ask where I'm at.
On your top 5 tonight. On your what's the name tonight. On your show's name tonight.
I am the Omega. PG Lane, Rolly Gang, SIE. Don't you address me unless it's with 4 letters. I thought you known better. I've been ducking the pandemic. I've been social gimmicks. I've been ducking the overnight activists. Yeah, I'm not a trending topic. I'm a hold on, y'all playing with me, man. I am the Omega. PG Lane, Rolly Gang, SIE. Don't you address me unless it's with 4 letters. I thought you known better. I've been ducking the pandemic. I've been ducking the social gimmicks. I've been ducking the overnight activists. Yeah, I'm not a trending topic. I'm a prophet. I answer to Metatron, Nick Gabrielle. Looking for a better me. I am a legacy. I come from the 70s. The Al Green offspring. And the melody, the big shot. Wrist on cryotherapy. Soon as I press that button, better get right like the emblem's coming. Us two when the light he ain't been through nothing. Day free. Got at least 1 B in the oven. I'm tripping. I'm jigging. My mental is
amazing, brother. Pop off only on occasions, brother.
Rich mama know I made it, brother. Go figure, never caught cases, brother. Face it, brother. Gracious, brother. New flows coming, be patient, brother. Show my then take you out of class like a multitask like Megan, brother. 2021 ain't taking no prisoner. Last year, y'all up all the listener. Who went platinum? I call that a visitor. Who the backing them? All been falsified. The facts mean this is a vaccine and the game need me to survive. The Elohim, the rebirth. Before you get to the Father, you gotta holler at me first. On top 5s. That album, that single, burn that hard drive. Ain't nobody safe when I come up and everybody that's outside.
Who you with?
Yeah, Kanye changed his life, but me, I'm still an old school Gemini. Let me jump in this. 2 phones, but I only bring 1 in this. 1 daughter, but they all my sons in this. No, getting done in this. I'm scary, I gotta in this. On top 5s. Stop playing, I'm that guy. Number 2 DM in my. That's cool, I don't, that's why.
Sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself again. Welcome back, Marlena. Yeah.
1 for the money and 1 for the homies. I move with respect, I don't need nothing on me. The Father made way for me, bitches like Bronny. I got my little belly, my blessings, they on me. They rain, yeah, you see how I'm coming. Come on. This sound like he drumming. I reach on my goals, like my neck.
Playoff football has once again returned to our nation's capital as you get a look inside Northwest Stadium here in Landover. It's the second of our 2 games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll run for the first time here with Kyren Williams. And able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua, 31 yards. And the Rams will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 3rd and 6.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Here we go, set. Warriors 70. 18 Raptor, 18 Raptor. 19 Lion. 18 Pioneer.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 6. Daniels looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Lane. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
To the air goes Daniels. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
19 tight. 19 tight. Check smash. Check smash.
Daniels going to throw for it. That is caught. Room to maneuver at the 35. He's to the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 53 yards. And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Slot man moves right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Finding space at the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards on the ground. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
Going to be taken in here by Nacua. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And now an audible here into something else. Williams is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes. But
oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Rams with the football here to begin the second. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 11. Flush to his right. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Let's go now.
They go play action. Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake. Daniels.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Play action. Now it's Daniels.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here's Daniels.
Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The decision to scramble almost got him the first, just short 9 yards, and it brings up 4th and inches.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here we go.
Right back to him on 1st down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Eluding the pressure right.
A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
To throw is Daniels.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. And Gay knocks this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. Result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. The slot man in motion right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the 1st down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now we give up the middle to Williams. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Back to throw now on 1st down. He sets to fire deep.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23.
2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now Daniels. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Off the play fake. Daniels slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Last thing, 19. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Check, go.
Back to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
70 ready, 70. Here we go, set.
working out of the gun. Daniels.
Open man is Samuel, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
A final shot before break. Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Deebo Samuel in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 17-14.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 2. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. In motion right goes Adams.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Up the middle, it's Williams.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to wind up and air it out.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Cowboy 80. Mustang 19. Cougar 19.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Come on, set. Hey, check that, street.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ready. 19 Tiger. Ready.
To the air goes Daniels.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
Big yardage that time for Washington.
And even 50 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. Go.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E! And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Daniels going to throw for it. That is caught. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
60 Eagles. Go street. Check go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. On 4th down, here's Daniels.
And it's caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Second down and 6 now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 7.
They'll drop to throw.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. Third and 1.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Back to 60. Buffalo 18. 70 Lions.
Williams. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
He's back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
This is 1st and 10.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Here comes 2nd down.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage, or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
Seven seconds to play. No timeouts, remember.
He'll look to throw.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
Since birth I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found and yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. I'm born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. All right, you with me? I said, are you with me? Wake up to see my brand new horizon. The world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time. And it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low, shake it low. The new sound has been found. And yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a million. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. I'm born in a million. Just don't stop. Born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. I'm born in a million. Born in a million.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see my knee. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got